In the rap game, one name has been around for decades. He's a titan, a mogul, a lyrical genius who's crafted a legacy that's virtually untouchable. Today we're talking about none other than JayZ. With a stack of albums as high as his bank account, JayZ hasn't just ruled the charts. He's built a straight-up kingdom, cashing into the billionaire club. But you know what they say, it's hard to wear the crown without feeling the weight. Over the years, so many rappers have tried to take his throne, to send the king of rap packing. From lyrical smackdowns with Nas, to rap battle royales with The Game and 50 Cent, JayZ has faced them all. Even in his own circles, he's had to dodge literal swings from Solange. Still, through every throwdown, every test, JayZ's come out on top, holding his spot at the peak. But today, we're not here to talk about the well-known fights. We're sneaking into the backstories, checking out the low-key feuds JayZ has had to sidestep in his standout career. So, let's begin. Our story begins in summer of 2017. The hip-hop scene was all abuzz, with JayZ dropping his 13th solo album, 444. It was only available on Tidal, JayZ's own streaming service, initially being branded as an exclusive. It was a smart move, because Sprint had just bought a chunk of Tidal that year. The album had 10 tracks, where he spoke about his marriage to Beyonce and their newborn twins. Produced by old buddy No ID, it featured guest appearances from Frank Ocean, Damian Marley, and cameos from Beyonce, The Dream, JayZ's mom, and daughter, Blue Ivy. This album, a deep dive into JayZ's life, had a line that sparked a huge outrage. On the kickoff track, Kill JayZ, JayZ spits the following: "In the future, are the dudes playing football with your son?"
In the future, other niggas playing football with your son.
Everyone thought this line was a jab at Future, as well as his ex Ciara and her new hubby, NFL player Russell Wilson, who was spotted chilling with Future's kid. Future, known for being straight up and uncensored, did not just zip his lips. He answered back in a way that was low-key but loud and clear. When JayZ dissed the money phone trend in his 444 album, Future, along with other rappers, stood up tall. The money phone trend was all about rappers holding wads of cash to their ears like a phone, a move that JayZ called out on his track, The Story of OJ, saying, "Y'all on the gram holding money to your ear. There's a disconnect. We don't call that money over here."
You're on the gram holding money to your ear. There's a disconnect. We don't call that money over here.
Future, a fan of the trend, clapped back at JayZ's diss in a few ways. He put a picture on his Snapchat of him pressing a fat stack of cash to his ear with a caption that read, "You ain't got the juice like that. Mood." Everyone saw this as a response to JayZ's lyrics. And the clapback did not stop there. Future then went on to Twitter when JayZ tried to explain his money phone lyrics with a chat with Rap Radar. JayZ tried to smooth things over, saying he was not telling folks to stop using the money phone, but he was simply saying that it was not very cool. Future's response was swift and sassy, tweeting out, "Same money you get, we getting too." The message rang out like a bell. Future was not about to let JayZ's words go unchecked. Now, while Future was checking JayZ, Twitter began to check Future. One user said, "Does Future think he, in any way, compares to JayZ?" Another user said, "Future talking to Jay while holding up money. That's how you know he's slow. That's probably less than Blue Ivy's allowance." And there's another one that goes, "Future posting pics with stacks of money, but 30% of it belongs to Rocco, and his son is still asking Russell about the girl in pre-K." Damn. Then around December of 2021, Future hopped onto Twitter, chucking around some pretty hefty claims about his clout in the music business and how he stacked up against JayZ. His tweet read, "In the streets, I'm bigger than Jigga. I'ma run me a B up easy," implying that he was aiming for that billionaire status. These claims got mixed reactions from social media, and some fans sided with Future and claimed he was bigger than JayZ in the streets. Others were not too impressed, and they were like, "Hold up, have you seen JayZ's career? Have you seen his influence on the whole genre? And isn't he one of hip-hop's first billionaires? Now, Future did not stop there. He also claimed he was the only one who could get Kanye West, another titan in the music industry, to show up whenever and wherever. Future also went on to say, "Everything I do legendary or it won't get done. 100 M's not the goal anymore. What's on your Christmas list? Mine's getting everything they want." And finally he said, "I'ma save the rest for 2022. Love, peace sign." Now let's go back to January of 2019. During this time, Future did an interview with Hot 107.9, and in the interview, Future aired out his feelings. Future shared that he had a chat with JayZ about the lyric. He felt like JayZ, being a fellow rapper who also came from the streets, should have been rooting for him instead of putting his personal life under the microscope. Future said, "When I had a word with JayZ, he was like, I didn't mean it that way. It wasn't supposed to come out like that." Future said, "I was just like, you should be hyping up the rap community. Leave the NFL stuff to the NFL. You should be bigging me up, man. We both crawled up from the trenches." Now, even though JayZ apologized, Future was still feeling some type of way. He said, he was like, "My bad, but the cat's out of the bag now. So it's not just my bad. It is what it is. I'm not even sweating it."
I'm trying to get to where I'm going, and ain't nobody gonna stop me or whatever going on, the talking and the captions or whatever the memes. It can't stop me because it's a vision that I have and it's goals that I have done set out for myself that I gotta get there no matter what.
Dope. Even though Future said he was not sweating it, he still went on to say that he's bigger than Jigga in 2021. But then in 2022, in a very twisted turn of events, Future went on to say that if he was not on good terms with Jay, he would try his luck at getting Beyonce. This audacious claim was dropped in a guest verse on Real Boston Richie's Bullseye 2 track, where Future raps, "If my homie wasn't Jigga, I'm the type to go after B."
If my nigga wasn't Jigga, I'm the type go after B.
I don't know about you, but if I were Jay, I'd keep Beyonce as far away from Future as possible. As Jay's tension with Future was dying down, NBA YoungBoy decided to step up and stir things up a little bit. On October 21st, 2022, NBA YoungBoy dropped an album called Ma I Got Family. The album, hosted by DJ Drama, is part of the Gangsta Grills series and features 19 tracks. It's got collabs with big names like Nicki Minaj on I Admit and Yeet on I Don't Text Back. But hey, it wasn't all roses and applause. This album got a mixed bag of reviews. Some people loved YoungBoy's style and even compared him to Lil Wayne in terms of popularity and talent. But other people were not having it. They claimed YoungBoy used cheap-sounding beats and mumbled and slurred through the whole thing. However, like it or not, this album was a big deal for the rapper. With this project, YoungBoy outdid JayZ in terms of charting albums on the Billboard 200, racking up his 24th entry on the top 200 album chart, one-upping JayZ's 23 entries. That's quite a feat, especially considering YoungBoy's mad goal of releasing 10 mixtapes in a single year. By the time of this album, he had already dropped 6 projects around 2022. Now, despite his achievements, NBA YoungBoy decided to bring JayZ into his tension and drama with No Cap. The tension between NBA YoungBoy and No Cap, both musicians under the Never Broke Again label, had been brewing, with the two throwing shade and accusations left and right. NBA YoungBoy accused No Cap of being ungrateful and disrespectful, even claiming that No Cap owed him money. No Cap fired back, saying that he'd always been loyal to NBA YoungBoy and that NBA YoungBoy was only jealous of his success. Amid all this drama, NBA YoungBoy made a wild claim about his rap skills, saying he could out-rap JayZ. This came out of left field, considering it had nothing to do with his beef with No Cap. Now, this claim about out-rapping JayZ happened after NBA YoungBoy surpassed JayZ for the 5th most charting albums on the Billboard 200. But don't forget, JayZ still holds the record for the highest number of #1 placements on the Billboard 200. Some people feel like NBA YoungBoy was only talking big because No Cap made a similar claim about out-rapping JayZ. Others, however, were simply not buying NBA YoungBoy's claim. Now 2 years prior to this bold claim by NBA YoungBoy, Jay and NBA YoungBoy kinda already went head-to-head. They both rapped in the same beat before, and that's No ID's The Story of OJ. In December of 2020, NBA YoungBoy dropped a remix titled The Story of OJ, Top Version.
I'm one of the greatest to ever do it. Tell me why your favorite rapper so fake influence.
This remix takes JayZ's original track, which has deep commentary on wealth and race in America, and has YoungBoy rapping about success, the drug game, and calling out his haters. The two tracks are completely different. YoungBoy's flow is quick, a bit offbeat, while JayZ's delivery is smooth and confident. Sure, JayZ might have the better lyrics technically, but some fans prefer NBA YoungBoy's raw energy and realness. Personally, I feel like JayZ had the better verses, but I'm sure NBA YoungBoy fans think otherwise. So, in the same year NBA YoungBoy dropped his remix of The Story of OJ, J Prince went into detail about an incident he had with JayZ. For those not in the know, J Prince, real name James L. Smith, is a big deal in the music business, specifically in Houston. He began in Houston's 5th Ward, hustling used cars before diving into music. He's the big boss at Rap-A-Lot Records, a label that's had a big impact on hip-hop. He's also the guy who put Drake on the map, introducing him to Wayne and helping him get signed with Young Money Entertainment. J Prince is a man with serious street credibility. So, picture JayZ on a plane heading to Houston. As soon as JayZ's plane lands, J Prince gets a call. One of his crew tells him JayZ's in town. That's a big deal for J Prince. Big name rappers are supposed to check in when they enter Houston. It's how things are done in the streets, and that tradition has always been respected. But JayZ had different plans. Instead of checking in like you're supposed to, JayZ goes straight to his hotel. For J Prince, that's like a slap in the face, a total disrespect to Houston's rap community. J Prince had a lot of power in Houston and had a crew of goons ready to step in if needed. But JayZ does not seem to care. He does not check in and head straight to his hotel, maybe hoping to dodge any drama. And according to J Prince, JayZ was hiding in the hotel. J Prince didn't go into any further detail about when this happened and how it turned out, but it's clear as day that Jay believes that he's above checking in.
I got calls that he was in the airport, right?
Okay.
I mean, imagine that
All
shit,
right,
right?
I like that.
I would know shit when you land, you know what I mean? Because it's that deep, right?
Yeah.
A long story short, right? Long story short, he pursued his situation, right? And he was in the Ritz-Carlton, from what I hear. And it didn't go well for him because he didn't do shit protocol-wise.
Wow.
You know? Yeah, that's all I want to say about this.
Now, J Prince spoke about this in 2020, so let's rewind 2 years. Around 2018, JayZ and Beyonce, the so-called king and queen of urban music, gave fans a sweet surprise. They dropped a joint album out of nowhere. It's called Everything Is Love, and it's all about their rock-solid bond, both on stage and at home. The album has about 9 tracks, talking about everything from their time in the music world to their personal lives.
My friends, real friends, better than your friends. That's how we keep popping out that binge.
That same year, they announced the On the Run 2 tour, a follow-up to their huge 2014 tour. Now, 2018 was a rough year for Offset from the Migos. He got busted in Georgia after a supposed dodgy lane change. Police searched his ride and found 3 handguns, a bit of weed, and a whopping $107,000 in cash. Offset ended up with a few charges, including possession of a firearm by a felon and possession of weed. But it wasn't all legal problems for Offset. he also had some minor beef in the rap world. The rumor is there was a little bit of tension between JayZ and Offset over a song Offset was about to drop. The track was supposed to be called She's My Beyonce, a shout out to Offset's wife, Cardi B. He was comparing her to Beyonce, and this is where the drama began. Things kicked off when a video popped up online. It showed JayZ and Offset in what looked like a heated chat backstage at a gig. There was no sound on the clip, so fans could only speculate what they were talking about. Some people reckon the song titled She's My Beyonce got JayZ's back up. In the song, Offset allegedly called Beyonce the B word, which really ruffled JayZ's feathers. Word is, JayZ was not cool with the comparison or the way Beyonce's name was used. Now we don't know what really went down between Offset and JayZ. Maybe they were just talking about the latest episode of Dragon Ball Super, but nonetheless, this video got people talking. The year before this, JayZ had tension with another artist, this time with Boosie, a regular on Vlad TV. This one began over JayZ's money phone line in the song The Story of OJ. Boosie hit back hard when JayZ dissed the money phone thing. He fired off a rant saying, "If JayZ tells you to jump off the Eiffel Tower, you gonna jump? JayZ don't run the South. I'm still holding money to my ear."
That's the thing we do. Nigga, JayZ not gonna stop our culture in Louisiana. You know, I don't know about New York. You know, I don't know about other cities and things like that. But Louisiana. You know, his word is not bond in Louisiana, you know. What he says does not stop a movement, does not do anything in Louisiana. No, not shitting on Jay. Not shitting on the album, not doing none of that. You know, not shitting on Jay. You know, Jay is a great businessman. But it's for y'all to say I shouldn't put stacks on my ear because JayZ said it. He's not my father. You know, he's not my mentor. You know, he didn't raise me. You know, I'm a grown ass man just like JayZ. You know, and people gonna still put stacks to their ear. You know, I know in Louisiana they is.
Lots of rappers felt the same way, saying JayZ was out of touch with their life and their culture. The money phone thing began Jay's issues with Boosie, but things only got worse around 2020. Boosie was in hot water for talking about Dwayne Wade's daughter, Zaya, who came out as transgender. Boosie jumped on Instagram to attack Wade for supporting his daughter's transition. He said some pretty nasty stuff that got him a ton of hate.
I gotta say something about this shit, bro. Dwayne Wade, you gone too far, dog. That is a male.
JayZ, who's very big on social justice, tried to step in. Word is, Jay wanted to set up a meeting between Boosie and Wade to sort things out, but Boosie was not having any of it. On the Breakfast Club, Boosie said, "They say JayZ was gonna get him on the phone and all that. I need to apologize to save this and save that. Tell JayZ I don't wanna talk. I'm not apologizing for it. I don't care if Jesus is calling me to get me to apologize. I said what I said, man. I felt that was right." The thing is, even Boosie's mother was not happy with him. She was like, "Keep your nose out of other people's business." But Boosie did not back down. He stuck to his guns, saying he believes in old school values. Fast forward to around 2022, Boosie stirred up even more trouble when he was asked if JayZ and Nas were still relevant. According to him, their music doesn't really hit with younger fans, and he said something along the lines of, JayZ and Nas' music doesn't play in the clubs. But Boosie made sure to say that he was not trying to diss Nas or JayZ. He said JayZ is still a big deal because of his business acumen, but not for his music. As for Nas, Boosie applauded him for winning a Grammy, but he said Nas's fans were mostly old school.
Just like when I go to these clubs in Atlanta, you know, these 25 to 35 clubs, I'm not hearing Nas, I'm not hearing JayZ.
This had fans of Nas and JayZ on social media going crazy. They were like, if Boosie dropped an album today, would people check for it? Implying that Boosie was not relevant musically. If JayZ dropped an album today, it would probably still go platinum. So were Boosie's words valid, or is he out of touch with reality? In essence, JayZ's kind of like a chameleon. He's able to evolve with the times and make music that's relevant to each time period. Being in the rap game for so long and being seen as the king of rap puts a big old target on his back. There's always someone trying to take his spot, questioning if he's really the best. But like a phoenix, JayZ always comes back, brushing off all the hate and standing tall. In the big game of hip-hop chess, JayZ is still the king that cannot be checked. No matter what the haters say, his legacy is rock solid. At the end of the day, JayZ isn't just winning, he's already won. That's it for me, it's your boy Ali. Add me on Instagram at Ali Talks Music. Till next time, peace.